If you watch a lot of Kpaceguy, you've seen my most recent videos and you've seen these KEF speakers in the background. I haven't really been too secretive about it. I've been pretty enlightful of what kind of speakers I've gotten. I've had these for probably 2 weeks now, and I've pretty much told you guys without telling you guys what I got. So if you've been watching the channel, you've already had an idea. A lot of you guys guessed correctly that I had KEFs, but you guys were way off on the models. You guys were saying R7s and R9s and Q50s. No. If I have Cantons in here, I have to go up from here, not downward. So we are sitting in front of the KEF R11s. Now, I thought about getting the KEF reference, but it's a huge jump in price point. It's like $10,000 more for the reference line just for the tower speakers. So I chose not to go that route, at least not in this apartment, because I wouldn't do them very much justice. I may not even do these justice, but we'll see. So we have the KEF R11s here, and I have been listening to these things for the last 2 weeks. I have calibrated them with my Anthem AVM 70. I only have these two KEFs. I'm getting a center channel probably this weekend. I'm not sure yet. But I have had these for a while, and I've dialed them in with all 3 of my subs. The sound is incredible. A lot of you guys that have guessed KEF said, man, your Cantons are great. You're not going to like the new speakers. It's a downgrade, blah, blah, blah. I'm telling you right now, I have sat down thoroughly, hours and hours and hours and hours a day, listening to these KEF speakers and dialing them in both by themselves and with my subs. The sound in here is definitely an upgrade. Not like a little one, a big one. I love these KEF speakers more than I love the Canton. So it's justified, actually, that I purchased these. Here is a look at the two together. You can see kind of the difference. The KEFs are probably maybe the same depth, obviously much taller, a little more narrow. I personally like the Canton design better with the kind of the tapered look on the backside versus the KEFs, but the high gloss white finish looks the same, all that good stuff. I like the feet better on the KEF in comparison to the Canton. I like the gray drivers underneath these. I'll take the grills off for you guys so you guys can take a look at that. I like the grills off on these speakers. I had them on just so you guys could take a look at them, but these speakers deserve to be undressed. I had my Canton grills on. It looks really good. It's very unique, but I personally liked it better with the grills on the Cantons. But the KEFs, I love them with the grills off, and they match everything in here. The grills, where the cones match my projector, which matches the center channel, which matches my screen, which matches my aesthetic. Everything is really nice in here. So anyway, you guys probably want to hear more about the KEF speakers, so let's talk a little bit about the specs. Alright, so there's a lot of cool things to talk about the KEFs with, so I'm going to actually use my cheat sheet so I don't have to try to memorize everything. But there are several different speaker models within this line, the R line. It's the R5s, R7, R9, R11. Those are all tower speakers. These are the R11, so it's the best of this line. Above them is the reference and then the KEF blade. So I'm pretty high up in the KEF lineup. You can go lower and get like the Q50s or the R700s, 900s, whatever, but this is pretty high in the line. I wanted to make sure that I was upgrading from the Cantons. Now, there is a matching center channel as well that I'll be getting hopefully this weekend. It is the R2C center channel that will go over here behind me when I get my center channel stand and everything tomorrow. So that's going to be really cool. They do have bookshelves, the R3s. I'm going to get 4 of those, 2 pairs, and they're going to be my surround sound. I'm going to run a 7.3.4 system. So 7 bed layer speakers, 3 subwoofers, and 4 Dolby Atmos speakers. That's what I'll be running in this apartment. And so I will get 4 R3s in the back the R2C center channel, and then the R11s. Now they do have matching Atmos speakers that you can either put on top of your floor standers or bookshelves, or you can mount them on the wall. I'm going to stick with my prime elevations. You may be able to see it in the camera. I know you can see that one. My prime elevations will stay there. I'm going to take the grills off because now that they're black, I'm going to take them off because they're white underneath, so I'll take them off. So that's going to be my sound system powered by AVM 70 from Anthem and then a Monoprice Monolith 7. So that's going to be my home theater. So what do we have going on here? So this is, of course, the all gloss white. You guys told me don't get white again, and I did. I wanted to get something else. I don't ever want black anymore. But they had like a walnut, but I didn't like their walnut look in my room, so I went with the white instead. And then these actually have a really, really nice bass present. They have a frequency response of 30 hertz, and KEF claims 26 hertz in-room response. They're not lying. It actually gets pretty low, and it's usable output. These handle a lot of power too. Let me see if I can find their power rating. But they handle a ton of power. 15 to 300 watts is what's recommended. I'm powering them with 200 watts at 8 ohms. These things dipped to 4 ohms every now and then, so at times they're getting 400 or so watts. And so that's incredible power handling right there. Not the most efficient, but you can imagine with all these drivers and everything, of course not. But it's actually not too bad. They do better with a lot of power, but they don't seem like they necessarily need it to be a good speaker. So impressed by that for sure. Now I have done a lot of research with these speakers, and funny enough, when I was listening to them, I had them pointing straight. I didn't have them towed in, and they sounded really good. But the more you tow in these speakers, the more alive they come. And you would think if you tow them in, you start to narrow your soundstage, but these are, for some reason, at least in my room, the exact opposite. As I started to tow them in, the soundstage just became so much larger with them pointed in than they were going straight out or slightly towed in. It was actually incredible. I only have 2 speakers right now, these 2 KEF R11s, and when I watch movies in YouTube or whatever, it still gives you the presence that there's more speakers around the room, which is wild because there's not. It gives you this atmospheric sound out of 2 speakers. Music listening is incredible. We're going to get into that in another video because I don't want to make this one too long, but these are incredible speakers for sure. So they're 8 ohm speakers. They dip down to, according to KEF, down to 3.2 ohms, so they can dig pretty low. Have a really good output of about 113 decibels. So that's loud enough for any home theater, really. What I really like, during my research, I kind of learned the anatomy of the speaker. If I can remember correctly, there's 2 ports on each of these speakers. There's 2 ports, and there's 4 drivers, right? And then there's your mid-range here, or your UniQ driver. This top driver here is actually sealed. The driver underneath it is ported. This driver here is sealed. That driver's there is sealed, and the bottom one is ported. And not only are they ported, you also come with port plugs, so you can really fine-tune your listening, which I did play around with. So you can take the middle inserts out of these, and you can have them slightly sealed, or you can completely seal them up if you like to. You can seal one port, both ports. You can half seal one, whatever. So for me, the ports are they're on one side of the speaker. And so for one speaker, the ports aren't close to the wall, and the other speaker, the ports are close to the wall. So these actually came in handy because I can slightly block one of the speaker ports, the one that's too close to the wall, so that my sound stage isn't too off. What's the word I'm looking for? The sound characteristics are the same in both speakers. The timbre matching is the same when you can plug ports like that. So that was a really nice feature. But I like the design and everything that KEF has done. It is a truly remarkable speaker. The only KEF speaker that I heard before these was the KEF Blades, and they blew my mind. And so I kind of knew from there I wanted KEF. Funny enough, we're watching a video of me unboxing my Canton speakers when I first bought them 2 years ago. And I actually wanted KEF speakers at the time, but at the time I had the money for Cantons, but not KEF. But now I have money for KEF, and we're getting rid of the Cantons. Actually, that leads me to say I am still selling these 2 speakers. $2,500 for the pair. I would love a subscriber to be able to come in and pick them up for me. So if you're somebody who lives in the Kentucky area or nearby, I don't mind to meet you somewhere. I would love to sell these to one of you guys out there because I love giving back to my subscriber. I can sell them on eBay to some random person or a stranger or whatever, but I would love to have it in a home where one of you guys have actually watched me and you've seen them and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in my Canton speakers, please take them off my hands. I really want them out of here so that I can focus on my KEF system. But that's probably all I'm going to say today for this video. I'm going to save more of the intricacies and stuff for more of my later reviews, my music demos, my movie demos. I'm going to get my center channel in, and then eventually I'll get my bookshelf speakers in, and then I'll do a real proper review. But this is just going to be my, I guess, my revealing, my unveiling, even though a lot of you guys kind of already knew what I had. This is what this video is all about. I am absolutely ecstatic to have these in my sound system. I've listened to these probably 15 to 20 hours already, and I've had them for 2 weeks. And I love them. I'm watching them and listening to them now. So I'm going to get back to listening to this beautiful set of speakers. I'm going to do a video called KEF versus Canton. Before I get rid of these, I'm going to do an A/B test to see if I really wasted my money or not. We're going to find out. So I'll do an A/B test and see which one's better, Canton Vento A96.2s or the KEF R11s. We'll do a shootout before I sell them. But with that being said, guys, leave me a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think of my choice of speakers? Should I have stayed with the Cantons, or is KEF a good upgrade? Let me know that down below in the comment section. Hit that like button and subscribe if you are not already. We will see you in the next video. Kpaceguy out. Peace.
Say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.